So when I was growing up, I've always had a huge interest in the military. It just, I'd run outside with a Nerf gun, something close to camo or at least green, and I would hope for the best. I'd, charge into enemy fortresses but that kind of died off once I started getting older. You know, Nerf guns weren't that entertaining. Wearing multiple different shades of green just didn't quite work. I know, I was a weird kid. But that all changed right around the age of 13 when I joined a group called the Civil Air Patrol, an auxiliary of the Air Force. Now, I had a few friends in it, one of them was a lieutenant, one of them was a captain, one of them was a master sergeant. So I had some friends in high places, you could say. They were a small squadron, it was on base, so I thought, what the hell? I'll go play soldier for a few hours every week and then just come home, learn a few skills, move on with my life. So I was an airman first class, which, if you don't know, that is rank 2 for 6 months. Now in the Civil Air Patrol, it's a little different from the actual Air Force, but in the Civil Air Patrol, we are allowed to promote every 2 months. Yeah. So, 6 months go by, I'm still an airman first class, I'm just having fun. I got selected to go to an encampment, which a basic encampment is like basic training for any branch of the military. Just our version is a little easier. It's actually a lot easier because, we're still civilians. But, I go in expecting what our meetings have been. Pretty easy, little bit of drill, leadership, aerospace education, then you go to bed. No, it was not. No. For 7 days, it was PT, lots of drill, lots of leadership, but what I really learned there was a few things. Because in this time, I was put into a flight, which is a group of 8 to 10 people, all working together to a common goal. That's a reference to the Air Force definition of teamwork, which is another thing that was drilled into my head, pun intended. But what I learned from that is that having a decisive goal, having an exact achievement I am working towards, gave me excitement. And then attaining that goal, because during that time we were aiming for honor flight, which is the best flight of the day. Now every night they would announce the new honor flight. We did not reach that goal. We missed by a single point to Echo flight. But we didn't care. We were the only flight to master a maneuver called counters, which is a it is a highly difficult turning maneuver in which the flight 2 rows go on the outside, turning left, 2 rows on the inside, turning right. And then they turn around and start facing the same direction. Highly difficult, highly chaotic, but we achieved it. We worked together, we persevered. So that was lesson number 1, was teamwork, goal setting, and overcoming an obstacle. The next thing I learned was I love being in the military. The regimented idea. I love it. And because of that, I decided to promote. These are our rank here. This is a Chief Master Sergeant rank with a First Sergeant Diamond. So, for those of you who don't know, that's Achievement 7. This is the last rank you get before you reach Officer. I've been in the 3 years now, and I know, doing the math, if we promote every 2 months, I am still behind. But never have I lasted 6 months with the same rank. Actually, come next Tuesday, I will have reached Lieutenant. So the point of all this is, if you get lost, don't stay there. Find something that gets you going on a path, that gets you excited about just pursuing excellence, working hard, making new friends, finding something you love, and then pursuing it with all your force. Who knows how high you will reach? I'm not a colonel. I'm not a major, where by math I should be. But I'm far farther than I would be if I hadn't gone to Encampment, and if I hadn't learned to work hard. So, find your dream, find whatever your encampment is, something to push you to the next goal. Aim high and proceed with excellence.